like he normally does.
Yeah, that was it was disappointing. You know, we didn't play our best, really across the board. You know, we couldn't get the run going like we like we usually do, and that's credit to them. That's a good defense. They're a stout front for sure, and they played well, and we didn't that day.
With Wyatt going through this calf injury now, I mean, I know he told us he's probably unlikely to be able to play this week. I guess just how much of a loss was he throughout the second half of that game on Sunday, and would he be if he has to miss some time here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you'd like to have your five starters in, so anytime you lose one of those guys, it's it's a loss. But Yelda will step in and play well if he can't go, and hopefully he'll be back soon. But we like our guys, our starters, as well as our backups. We expect them to play at a high level when they get in the game.
Strengths. I mean, I know Joel was talking about you did see him pull a little bit on Sunday, but what are some of his strengths that you've seen since you've gotten to know him?
Probably the biggest thing is his strength alone, his lower body strength, his ability to bend and use his strength to torque guys. He did some really good things for us in the fullback position and some of the goal line stuff earlier in the season. Plays with good leverage and strength.
Hey, Alex, on that first interception by Jacoby, does he need to throw that sooner? Like, was Farrell open early in the play and he just think we waited too long?
A little combination of decision making, just playing smarter that early in the game, not trying to make a high level of difficulty in the throw. Yes, if he'd have thrown it further, it may have gotten there, but really just want to make sure we take care of the football moving forward, and that's one I know, he wasn't happy with his decision to try that so early in the game.
So that's not the number one read there?
It's part of the read. It's part of the read for sure. But the big thing we ask for in the keeper game is to not have negative plays, whether it be sacks or incompletion is okay in that situation. So looking back, just throw it away, get back in the huddle on second down.
And off that, Alex, it seemed like Jacoby was trying to press downfield a little bit more, even to a point of passing up wide open guys underneath. Was that just a game plan for the week, or is that something that he was just seeing out there?
Yeah, I think sometimes that's what you see. That's what you do. You see somebody open, you pull the trigger. We'll get back into the completion mindset moving forward. I think that's when we play the best offensively, is when we're just taking what's there.
In a game like that, where the run game isn't where you want it to be, but you're looking back and preparing for the weeks ahead, does that give you confidence to keep going with that run game even when it's looking a little slow? Do you feel that you can move it forward in the games to come?
Yeah, I think so. I think that game dictated, us to get away from the run game by the score at certain points. Obviously, we want to run it more, get the ball in those guys' hands, and use that offensive line and our tight ends up front. Sometimes the game doesn't allow that to happen. So I know we're very confident in the run game. We feel great about where we are. We just had a step back last week and continue moving forward to think we'll have success in the run.
The 4 of 12 between Jacoby and Amari, what do you attribute that to mostly?
Just wasn't their day. Really, they have a good bond. They have a real good relationship, but where they are, they communicate really well. Sometimes it just doesn't come to fruition.
Next, when you look at that Ravens defense, first of all, is their run defense similar to what the Patriots do? As far as
it can be,
big
it can be. The fad throughout the league right now is teams playing multiple fronts out of multiple personnel groupings, and that seems to have taken off, across the league. So, I think we'll see 5 on the line fronts. We'll see nickel fronts that give you an odd structure and make it look like a 3-down base front. So, seen a lot of that this year. We just have to be ready to adjust and make sure we're communicating what structure of defense we're running against.
And in the back half, what do they do so well to create the number of takeaways that they have?
Very talented back end, for sure. The corners are outstanding players. Clark's a really good safety, plays down in the box. They've played in that scheme for a while together now, so they're playing well as a unit.
Your approach when they have so many takeaways, 8 interceptions, 4 recoveries, what's your mindset as you head into the game against that?
Overemphasis on ball security. It's always our number one goal in the game is to come out with 0 giveaways. We got to double down on that this week.
Coach, what's the biggest challenge for you to get the most out of your guys, not just when they're here, but when they're away, and getting that game plan ready when they're away from the facilities?
Yeah, just, I know there's been a lot of talk about commitment this week, and, it's what can you do extra? What can you do more that we haven't done to this point moving forward? That's kind of what we've talked about as a unit, as a group. It's those spend an extra hour in the playbook at night, watch some tape, whatever that is. Communicate with your fellow teammates about certain plays, whatever that could be. Let's find a way to just make improvements this week.
Do you have anything different with your guys?
No, I think those guys they burn the midnight oil. They're here early. They stay late. And I don't know what they could do more than what they're doing. And I think that goes for all our group. I think they all work hard when they're out of the building as well. So we're just looking for a little bit of extra something this week.
Would you like to see Yelda and Chubb squat side by side?
It'd be impressive. I don't know who'd win that one. Has some thick legs down there.
What about your younger receivers, David Bell, Anthony Schwartz, Michael Woods? How are they coming along, and what more do you need to see from them over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I think David Bell's fit right in. He silently made plays when we've asked him to. The ball finds him when he's open, and he catches the ball and makes positive yards. It was good to see Mike Woods get into a game last week for the first time and had a catch. So these young guys got to step up and come on, and they are. Feel good about where they're at.